This video is designed to help you start a shipping container business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a shipping container business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful shipping container business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Establishing a container shipping company is a great form of investment, given that a large number of exportations and importations are routed through the sea. A container ship is one that transports cargoes, goods, and materials from one port station to another. It is called a container ship because it carries truck-size loads and intermodal containers. An intermodal container is a large shipping container built to contain goods and materials for easy transportation from one location to another. The use of intermodal containers isn't restricted to container ships alone, they are also used across different modes of transportation. It is necessary to mention that these containers are used because of their efficiency and level of security in transporting materials and products from one location to another. Today, approximately 90% of cargoes are transported through container ships. This means that investing in a container shipping company has a high chance of yielding huge profits. Also, container ships are one of the largest seaborne vessels alongside competitors, like crude oil tankers and bulk carriers. There's a huge potential for getting customers from different countries across the globe. Investing in the shipping sector is a lucrative business for aspiring entrepreneurs. One reason is, it has the potential to generate huge profits, since companies across the world always require the transportation of many goods, from one place to another. To be successful in the business, here are some steps to follow. 1. Create an effective business plan. A wise man once said, "Whoever fails to plan has planned to fail." The bedrock of any business is to have a business plan, which is very essential to the development of the business itself. Clearly state your goals, either you want investors or business partners. Ensure that you make an accurate financial prediction and forecast to avoid unforeseen challenges. Also, make plans on obtaining shipping contracts or letters of intent, to get long-term contracts with a few companies to raise capital for containers and equipment. 2. Survey your competition. Part of setting up your container shipping business is to research your competitors. It is important because it helps to have an idea of what the market requires, what gap to bridge to be ahead of your competitors, and what their strengths and weaknesses are. Figure out how to brand yourself to stand out from other companies. 3. Get certified. Before you decide to start transporting items, materials, and goods from one place to another, you must get necessary certifications, licenses, and insurance coverage. Due to the nature of the shipping business, there might be instances of damage or loss of goods. Make sure your business is registered with the appropriate body, hire a reasonable number of professionals for a start, purchase containers, equipment, and have a warehouse ready to handle your storage. Ensure that you install the latest tracking devices to serve your customers the best and nothing less. Familiarize yourself with the International Commercial Terms, Incoterms. These are predefined commercial terms and conditions that relate to international commercial law, and are published by the International Chamber of Commerce. 4. Decide which product to provide. As you think of starting a company, you should carefully select what product or service you want to focus on. For a start, some products to consider are perishable products like foodstuff, dangerous products like chemicals, hazardous products like gas cylinders. As a startup, you can't handle the shipment of all these commodities together. Start small and watch it expand gradually. 5. Establish contacts and networks. You have decided to start up your business to solve a particular problem, shipping of goods. As a startup, it is important to connect with a network where potential customers are. Learning how to market and reach out to people who need your service is just as important as the service itself. Without clients, your company cannot achieve its aim. One of the best ways to begin is by giving mouth-watering offers to your first set of clients. This could be in form of a discount on products or shipment fees. Or you can offer to get a courier to deliver their goods to their doorsteps free of charge. Conclusion. Establishing a shipping company is a great form of investment, given that a large number of exportations and importations are routed through the sea. This is because transportation by sea is the best for moving bulky goods from one place to another. Besides, it is cheaper compared to other forms of transportation like air. With a proper plan, orientation, and network, you can become successful in running a container shipping company. The next part of the video is not specific to a shipping container business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the shipping container business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful shipping container business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these 2 extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses, and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a shipping container business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free shipping container business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.